Hello again, this is Tom Perry, the Preservation Authority at Extreme Genes Family History Radio and extremegenes.com. You can also get a hold of me at help@asktomp.com. Help at just asktomp.com. Happy to help you in any way I can. Wherever you are in the world, please write to us. We're more than happy to help you. In this segment, they've asked me to talk about how to organize a family video archive. Tons of digital files. We all have that. I have over 10,000 photos on my phone. We have discs. We have all kinds of stuff. What do we do with all this digital stuff? Well, I'm going to tell you what to do with it. There's some really good software out there. One of the ones that I really highly recommend is available from heritagecollector.com. Just go to heritagecollector.com and talk to Marlo. He's the one that developed the software. He'll help you with the software. We've had him as a guest on our radio show. This guy really knows his stuff. He does free webinars to help you do different kinds of things. And it's just, I know exactly what it is because I'm in the same situation. I was a professional photographer by trade in the old days when we shot on film. We didn't have a ton of money, so we didn't shoot a ton of stuff. Now that we have phones and pads and smartphones and dumb phones and all these different kinds of things, we're taking pictures, and there's so many of them, and then people send them to us, and we get on Facebook. There's just too many pictures. What do we do? What do we do? Well, the best thing to do is get Dropbox or someplace where you can organize and store a lot of these kind of things. So get them up there. Make sure you do backups to the cloud so you don't lose your stuff. Make sure you do automatic backups. I've heard so many times people were out getting very special photos, and then 2 or 3 hours later they lost their phone. If you have automatic uploads on your phone, right to places like Dropbox, you'll get them instantly and you lose your phone, and they're there. You can always go in and download them down. But once you get stacks and stacks and stacks of them, it's really hard to figure out exactly how do I best organize these things. And I recommend it just like in the old days, the way we did genealogy. We built family trees. You can do the same thing with your digital archives of your photos, all these different kinds of documents, anything. And what you want to do is you want to get in and put what they call Metatags, which they'll teach you how to do at heritagecollectors.com. Put Metatags on things. There's other websites you can go to learn about things. There's a lot of free stuff out there. Just decide exactly what it is you can do. And when you do the metadating and tagging, it'll give you GPS location so you can organize stuff by where it's taken. So if anybody ever wants to look at this and, oh, this is such a beautiful picture, where was it taken? You can say, oh, it was taken in Dothan, Alabama at the cemetery at 21st and 32nd Street at the end of 16th Court. In fact, it'll actually even take you to where the gravesite is within about 6 feet to be able to find stuff. And that is amazing. And then once you get all this technology put together, these different kinds of software will be able to let you take and build calendars from them, do photo albums from them, make all kinds of Christmas gifts for them. They're really great using things as simple as QR codes, which are absolutely incredible. With a QR code, you can shoot it with a phone, and it'll give you all kinds of information. It can be mom and dad singing happy birthday to somebody, so many different things. So it takes all these different videos and files that you have and make them come alive. And if you have people like maybe your great-grandparents that you remember, but your kids might not know, you can go and take these photos and you can go put sound recordings to them. So maybe your great-great-grandkids one day can go and look at that photo, click on the meta tag and find out where it was done. They can shoot the QR code off of a calendar, and it'll be you reciting to them, this was grandma, so-and-so, who wasn't really our grandma, but she lived down the street, and she was a widow, and she was spending a lot of time at our house, and so she was just like a grandma to us, and that's why we have this photo of her. And then they won't go, who is this person? So you want to make sure you get in there and get all these things very, very organized. And you want to do them by different people. And by doing different kinds of tags and things like that, you can also go in and have people that want to do search. Say, I want to look for Helen Bradshaw. They can go in and type in Helen Bradshaw, and then every single photo you have that you've tagged with Helen Bradshaw will come up and say, here's Helen Bradshaw. You think, oh my goodness, there's so many photos. How do I do that? There's software out there, Heritage Collector Systems will help you with this as well, where you can go in and automatically put it on different pictures. There's even things with facial recognitions, all kinds of things to go in and organize your videos. There's free stuff. There's apps on the App Store that you can check out on Google Play and the Apple App Store. and go and find things, you'll be able to go in and look through all these photos in just minutes and say, okay, here's all these pictures of this person, here's all these pictures of this person, here's all these pictures of this person. I can do that right here with my iPhone. I can go in and say, I want to find Nephi. And he'll go in and pull up all the pictures that I have of Nephi that look like Nephi. And it's really smart technology how it even tells him as it ages, it says, hey, this is Nephi. So I can go and pull all my photos of Nephi. It makes it really, really nice and convenient for me. So you want to do those kind of things to make it graphable by that. So basically you've got the geotags, which tells you where the things were shot. You can do things by family. This is mom and dad. This is brothers and sisters. This is who these are. This is where they live. These are the different cars they drove. This is what we do here. So your first thing you want to do is get as best educated as you can. Education is the best thing. That's why there's so many wonderful classes here at RootsTech. They're going to be able to help you find out these kind of things. And you can go back and listen to them over and over and over again over the years. Go to our website, extremegenes.com, and you'll be able to listen to a lot of our history shows that can actually teach you how to break through brick walls, do these different kinds of things, find ways to take these archives and take care of them, organize all these kind of things, because organization is the most important part of the whole process, because once you have things organized, things will come together. And with all this great software like Heritage Collectors has, you'll be able to take this massive amount of information you have and organize it very simply. If you can write some kind of a codec for something, you'll be able to go in and find it. And that's what they have spent, hours and hours and years and months and days to put together to be able to do this facial recognition, voice recognition, all these different kinds of things to help you organize. So what I want you to do first is start with your oldest stuff, because your oldest stuff has the best chance of going bad. These discs out here, these discs are all what I call tile Uden discs, which are the best discs you can buy. And these are what they call the discs that are one-off discs, which as you can see here, it has a die on the back. So you can see, since this is kind of usually either silver or kind of a greenish color, it's usually an audio disc. This is some that we did that were my dad's, that we transferred as cassettes to CDs. Here's some audio cassettes, or these are actually reel-to-reel tapes that we did of my grandmother. And so we have these kind of things that we want to organize. And we have funeral services. We have just things that are miscellaneous, like what the heck is this? And every time I open it, I have to look at it. But now I've got all these on my smartphone and on my computer, so I can go in and find out exactly what it is I'm looking for. And then you want to make sure you get good quality discs. Whenever you're doing disc and recording, you want to make sure you get good quality discs. If one disc costs 10 cents, another disc costs $1, there's probably a reason for that. So you want to get the good quality. I use tile Uden discs. I've never had any problem with them at all. You can go online, talk to wholesalers, find out where you can buy them. Just make sure you always buy from a reputable dealer that has a lot of stars on their site, so you know that these are people you can follow. Because unfortunately, there's some people out there that aren't fair and aren't totally honest with you. So you want to find out stuff. And like I say, here's my email address. You're welcome to email me at any time and ask me any questions. If you don't speak English and you're listening to this that's been translated into one of the great languages that Max has been doing for us, or anybody else, that I'll be able to go in and translate and find out the best I can. I know a lot of people know a lot of different languages. We're going to try on our new website, as we're developing it right now, to put different closed captions to different nationalities, so you'll be able to go in and understand the different things. And write to us in your native tongue if you have to, and we'll figure out what it is. We'll get back to you and see what we can do to help you. And we'll find resources in different countries that will be able to help you get all this stuff organized. So you want to make sure you archive all this stuff. And like I said at the very beginning of the segment, make sure you get things up into the cloud, especially, like I say, I love Dropbox. I've never had a minute's problem with them. They've been really good to me. They take care of me very well. It's very easy to access things, and you can put it so it doesn't fill up your computer with all this stuff, that everything's in the cloud. But then when you want it, you go and double click on it, and boom, there it is on your computer. So that's one of the things I really like about Dropbox. Go talk to your different friends and neighbors, listen to the different courses here at RootsTech, and different people have different ideas to help you. But that's really what I suggest, is you do it to get yourself organized like this. And you can also do it by DVDs, you can do it by audio recordings, you can do it by photo discs, you can do it by documents. Just make sure you get everything organized. Like I say, it's great to do it like a genealogy chart. Put it on your wall. Here's this, here's this, here's this, which Heritage Collector will really help you a lot do that. A lot of people like Heritage Collector have webinars that they do, which we mentioned before. Go and look at the old webinars. It doesn't matter if the webinar is a year ago, 2 years ago, even 3 years ago. Usually most of the content on them is still current. Just like the things that we're teaching today about audio, video, and film transfer and duplications is pretty much the same that it was 5 and 10 years ago. There is new technology, there's new software, there's new apps to make things easier to organize and easier to understand. But that's a good way to get started, is to get a good kind of software that you can do these things. Go and do Google searches. Find out what your friends and neighbors are using. Use these different programs that are really going to help you. So what you want to do is get all your CDs together, get all your DVDs together, and then start getting them up in the cloud. That's the most important thing to do. Then get your software to go through and read all your things. They even have devices now where you can buy a little thumb drive, plug it into the side of your computer or plug it in the bottom of your phone, and they'll go through and pull all the photos off and organize them through this new facial recognition software, which I shouldn't say new, it's been out for several years now, and that's what I use a lot on my phone. So I take all these pictures. I've got, like I told you, over 10,000 photos on my iPhone, but I can go in and say, hey, I need to find out, I know this was taken in the Yucatan in Mexico, and I need to go and look at this picture. Or it was Chichen Itza, or you can get very, very specific. Or I was at a cemetery, a certain place, and George H. Walton Herbert needs to be able to know where my father's grave is or my grandfather's grave. And by getting them all organized like this, you'll be able to go in and pull them off, pull them off, pull them off, and pull them off. So make sure you go and watch as many webinars as you can. Go and look from these things. Archive the old RootsTech. You can go and buy passes, even go to some of the old RootsTech and listen to these classes. And there's a lot of good information out there that'll be able to help you a lot. Just make sure that you do everything in the right way. Start with the first step. Just don't get overwhelmed. That's the thing that really hurts most people. They go, I've got boxes and boxes of photographs. I don't know where to start, so I'm not going to start. Well, you know, the first step is what you need to do. Just grab the easy stuff. Do the easy stuff. Get your kids interested in it. And these young kids, I mean, I'm talking about in elementary school. They are so intellectual when it comes to electronics nowadays. It's just crazy. So, you know, get together with them. Have them help you. And they're more than happy to. They think it's fun. They think it's a game. They think it's like a video game. And they enjoy these scavenger hunts, finding photographs, getting them scanned, getting them all put in together, so you'll be able to have good ways to store everything. But the biggest thing I can recommend, just don't get overwhelmed. Just start with the first step. Go forward where you can from there and get all your things organized. And make sure all your discs, even though these are digital discs, they have a shelf life on them, and you want to get them in the cloud. And not only in the cloud, make duplicates of them, make copies of them. Have copying parties where you take all your things and spread them out. Give them to friends across the country. In some of our other segments, we've talked about people losing things from earthquakes or from flooding or hurricanes or all these different kind of things that can come through and damage your things. So whatever country you're in, send them to friends in another country, or send them to another person in another country, so that you'll be able to have hard copies every place. Don't just strictly rely on digital stuff. Make sure you make hard copies of things. And when you're doing things, make sure other people in your family know what you're doing, so things don't get duplicated, or they get excited and say, oh, he's going through and doing all this kind of stuff. Let me come over and help do this. Or get family reunions, rent scanners, put all your things together. And then once you get stuff done, don't think, oh, somebody doesn't want it. Make copies, send them out to your family. Some of them, unfortunately, as you know from experience, they don't really care about a lot of family history stuff. But you're going to find other people that just, love it. It's the holy grail to be able to get all this kind of stuff. So take care of your stuff. Get it stored in the cloud ASAP. That's the most important thing. Get everything taken care of. Get all your digital files up in the cloud. Don't think that they're safe on a CD or DVD in your closet, because things can happen. You can have fires or floods, or even if they're multiple places, disks can go bad. So you want to make sure you get them up as fast as you can in the cloud and take one step at a time. Enjoy RootsTech. Enjoy all the technology that's out there. Make sure you spend as much time as you can going back and listening to the classes over and over again. Go to extremegenes.com. Listen to our broadcast. You can even go in and read them, and because we've had a lot of them transcribed over the years, and it'll be just a joy for you. So make sure you have a good time. Enjoy what you're doing. Share with your family. Get the young kids involved in it, and you'll just have absolutely wonderful time. And it can be fun. I love it. I'm here to help you in any way I can. If you want to shoot me a message, just get a hold of me, send me anything, and I'll be more than happy to help you in any way I can. Anything on our website is totally free to use in any way you can, whether you're a church group, a service group, just a group of people doing stuff. If anything we have can help you, it's free. Use it, disseminate it any way you want. A great opportunity to be here with you. Enjoy RootsTech. Thank you.